whole team in general?
Yeah. I mean, tonight personally is a different look for me with those two guys. What do? Try and get them to the puck and go to the net. They can kind of do the rest. And I think for me, the focus tonight was trying to get the line to start with the puck on faceoffs, so job, and then trying to hold on to the puck in the O-zone, so job, personally. But it was fun to play with them. I thought they're fun to play with and a lot of skill and good to get a win.
Does it mean anything special to get a shutout? This preseason game that still means something?
Yeah. I think obviously Elvis played really well, and Saw came in there and played really well too. And when the pucks, when you keep them out of your net, it's a good feeling. You don't want to be out there when they go in your net. So, the no goals against is nice. What we've been through here, so we've had too many goals going in our net.
What was it like to see Kent Johnson in particular kind of play the way he played tonight?
Yeah, so you guys probably see it for the first time with all the lights tonight. We've been seeing that for a couple of weeks here. He's been a dog on pucks, and you can see his mentality. It's no secret. It's second effort on pucks, and even if he loses the first one, he's hunting these pucks. I think he's listen, it's just a start. He's off to a good start.
Yeah, but I mean, like if he plays like that helps the rest of his game, right? Like he's already got the hands.
Yeah.
We all knew that, right?
Yeah, it doesn't just help the rest of his game. That helps our whole team, and we're going to need him to do that. I think he's kind of going to be leaned on to be something like that this year, and there's no question he's got all the tools in his toolbox, and he's had a really good summer, and we're real lucky to have him, and I think looking to see more of that, and he had a great night.
I mean, you've only been here about a week, I guess, in camp, and you guys have been skating for a while. Denton Mateychuk, this is his third camp. Do you see a guy who, I mean, he doesn't look like a rookie, right? Like when he plays, I mean, what have you kind of thought of him in his game?
He always finds a way to make an impact. I think you've seen, these different circumstances. He's kind of making an impact somehow, somewhere all the time, and you like to have those kind of guys around, and he seems to be one of those guys.
So how different are the systems you guys are being asked to play now, and how much of that did we see tonight? Is it becoming habit yet?
I don't want to say it's really different, but there's some fundamental differences for sure. The penalty kill, there's a difference in the D zone. There's some differences in the neutral zone. So there's some definite differences, Porty. But I think it's the basis of the game is aggression and playing aggressive, and playing on our toes. And if we make mistakes like that, we can dial it back. We don't want to be pushed.
Can you speak to what it was like to be out on the home ice for the first time after everything that's happened?
Yeah, I think you put yourself in some of these situations where you'd have John around, and you're thinking about him all day, obviously, and drive to the rink, and a lot of times I'd pick him up on the way, so he's not there for that. So just spend a lot of the day thinking about John. When he's not there with us, that's a tough day. These spots are just spots we're looking forward to run into each other again. So it was some challenging moments today.
Thanks.
I mean, that's what I needed. I really didn't focus on getting scored or not. I was just trying to get that game flow, and it was pretty fast. I mean, it's been a while that I didn't play hockey, so it was a pretty fast game.
Really a lot of talk about, obviously new coach, new systems, new everything. We feel like we do this every year. How does that affect the goaltending? Like when there's new stuff and guys are trying to learn?
I think affects quite a bit. Now, as the goalies, we have more action to the team to play. We have to play a lot with the stick, which is good. I love doing that, and I know I'm good at it, and it's good and to help team. It's good to help defensemen or forward when they're having that tough time, and instead of making those 2-3 steps more, we try to avoid those and help them out to clear the puck out.
I'm going to ask you about Denton Mateychuk. I mean, this is his third camp, I believe. I know he's young and everything, but just from your perspective, do you see a guy who's pretty calm, cool, collected back there? Or?
Yeah, he's doing great. there's nothing to add. I mean, he did great as well tonight, so it's great. It's not easy to get in like this, right? So yeah, it was a great job, seriously.
You kind of like, I mean, tonight for a preseason game got a little chippy at times, a little physical. Is that a good thing early in the preseason to just kind of get yourself back into mode?
I mean, obviously we're gonna stand for each other here. We're not just gonna let the other teams slash us or hit us. So yeah, we are all here together, and having physical game in preseason. Well, there's a lot of players who want to show a lot, right? And on our side, the same thing. So it's hockey. It's interesting. It's fun. But we just have to all, like not just us, but even other teams. We have to be just careful to not get those injuries. Just be smart.
You mentioned how fast it was out there. Just how important are preseason games for goalies, just to see game situations, things like that, especially when you have some success like you did tonight.
I mean, like I said, it's important to feel that flow, that game flow. Of course, a little bit your legs are shaking a little bit because you didn't play hockey for a long time, especially in front of your fans, and it's hard to get like first 5 minutes everything was flying, and then you have to get just used to it, and that's what I did. I just tried to adapt everything what I worked this summer to adapt to the game, and now I have to watch video and see if that was good or not.
Can you speak to what it was like to be back on the home ice in front of the home fans after everything that's happened in the last month?
It's been amazing. It's definitely been amazing. We have great fans. They've been there always for us, no matter good or bad. They never give up on us, and that's why this city is special, and this organization as well is special. I mean, everyone is here, stick together, good or bad. They're always here together. They're never gonna put a knife in your back.
No, it's still, an honor to put on that logo and go out there and play, NHL preseason games against, high caliber players, and yeah, still the same. Every time you come in here, it's excitement.
You've every year you've been here, it feels like you have been making steps getting closer to the NHL. Can you feel it now? Can you feel how close you may be?
Yeah, I mean, I've worked for this for a long time, and it's nice to see some of that coming together, and I just try and go out there and get better every day, and from in the NHL or in the AHL, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to try and get better.
You said this morning that you wanted to feel like yourself. Did you feel like yourself out there?
Yeah, I mean, I just try to play my game, and there's going to be some mistakes and stuff like that. And, I haven't played in a couple months, so just getting that back, and yeah, I mean, it's good.
How nice was to score on the same shift after you came so close on that?
Yeah, I mean, both nice passes from KJ there. Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to put the first one home, but yeah, to get that second opportunity is nice.
Yeah. Talk about KJ's game tonight a little bit. It seemed like he was kind of all over the place and really kind of dominant.
Yeah, he's impressive. I mean, he's looks strong, like on the puck and everything. It's hard to get it off him, and he used that to his advantage tonight, and yeah, he looked great.
It's good to be in a physical game this early preseason.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, team go out there and just play my game. Gonna have to take a hit to make a play sometimes, and I mean, that's just part of the game, and I'm fine with that.
Couple weeks now, they've been seeing him play kind of like he did tonight, just more real confident. Just what have you seen out of him in this camp, and how hopeful are you for as we go toward the season?
Yeah, I heard prior to coming here what a rink rat he was, and that he just as a hockey player, he just wants to be on the ice all the time. And obviously, I've seen that. What we've really liked about him this camp is the pace that he's playing the game at. He's got tremendous stick skills, obviously. It looks like he can, the quote, stick handle in a phone booth, but he's playing the game at a fast pace. And that's not only offensively, like we see him off the rush, Like the first goal, he drives it way deep, cuts up, and then makes the play. That speed is very intimidating to defensemen, but it's also a benefit when you're playing through the neutral zone and you're playing in the D zone. So that's the type of game that we want to play as a group. Energy, aggressive, fast pace, and he's doing it in all three zones.
Dean, you're always looking for an impression. Denton Mateychuk had a goal, also impacted the game in other ways. What have you thought of him in the early going?
Yeah, he was real good, real good. He's just real poised. Just, he's calm, right? He's just calm beyond his years, obviously. And the guys that seen him, we just talked to Trent, about the time that he was in Cleveland last year and how he came in and did that exact thing for them. So he's going to be a pro. He's going to be in the NHL for a long time. We were very excited about his first game here.
And certainly a physical game tonight, and the way Eric Branson jumped in for his teammate there, just how pleasing is that to see?
Yeah. We've stressed right from the start, team first mentality. That's team first, right? He didn't do anything silly. He went in there, challenged the guy, give him a little shot, and it showed team, right? That they're that they know exactly what happened. That they felt that there was a cheap shot or a cheap hit or whatever, and they were confronted. So yeah, as a group, that's a very positive thing.
You may probably make too big a deal about systems, but how much are you asking them to change to get into the system you want to play, and are you starting to see elements of that? Are they picking it up quickly, or is there still work to do there?
Well, obviously, I don't know what they've played before, so I can't speak to, what we're teaching as a coaching staff, and how we want to play the game. They're picking it up very quickly. We're in game 2. We saw game 1, we had so many clips yesterday and today of us being passive and pulling back and not pressuring in the defensive zone, not getting up in the neutral zone, not having F2 on the forecheck. So that's how we want to play. So our system, the Columbus Blue Jackets system, is aggressive, it's in your face, it's putting pressure on you in all areas of the ice. So yes, they're picking that up, if what they've changed, and maybe it's because we've changed a little bit of that it's taken a couple of games, and we're just going to keep working through it. Fortunate thing is there's a lot of hockey games that we can continue to teach each and every night and continue to get them to go forward with that aggressiveness.
Dean, the team has been through so much in the last month. You have this series of firsts that you have to go through since Johnny died. This is first time on home ice. Yeah. What are you seeing or feeling from your team as you go through this process of getting things back to quote unquote normal? Yeah,
a closeness. And I'll tell you what, you guys have been in the room, or maybe you haven't yet, but to see Johnny's jersey hanging in his stall, that's the first time as well. The guys are tight. The guys are close. And that doesn't just mean the guys that have been here in Columbus. It's everyone that's here in this camp. They're all part of our organization. They're all part of our team. They're all part of hopefully what we're trying to build and have success with. So, there's a lot of emotion and all of that good stuff. But yeah, we've seen a real close-knit group. Whoever's on the ice, it's not all our guys or the guys that were here last year playing obviously tonight, but the group was really tight here tonight, and we've seen that all through practice and all through training camp so far.
Over here, as we've seen third and fourth lines kind of evolve over the years into where they do that grinding stuff, but you kind of have to have some skill as well. Do you feel kind of fortunate to be able to inherit a guy like Sean Kuraly who's kind of just seems like he's a solid two-way guy for that fourth line?
Yeah, how many penalty kills we have tonight? I don't have in front of me. 7, maybe something like that. He started every one of them. Yeah, he's just he's a gritty guy that plays the game hard, straightforward, good penalty killer, a leader on our hockey club. We're gonna, rely on him. So yeah, and then you're right. I mean, the first 2 goals, he had a major contribution in the first 2 goals. So yeah, I mean, to have balance, and I'm not somebody that wants just a defensive guy or just an offensive guy. They all got to play, and the quicker we can all play in all 3 zones and be both offensive and defensive, obviously we're a stronger hockey club and tougher to play against.
Yeah. And Dean, continuing on the penalty kill, Ken Johnson had a role in that tonight. It's something he really hasn't done in his career here so far. What can that do for a player like that to get in that role, penalty killing?
Yeah, I mean, you go through preseason, and I don't know a lot of these guys, right, as far as what they've played in the past. And I think I've mentioned this to you guys before. I've asked the coaches to not tell me a lot about, what guys have done and what their personalities and all of that stuff. I want to try to figure it out myself and see what role they want to play. We talked to them right from the start. If you don't like your role, then change it. And some guys want to play on the penalty kill. We're trying a lot of guys in a lot of those areas. A lot of our guys that are going to be here. That's not a secret. Do you want to play on the penalty kill? Show us you want to play on the penalty kill. Show us so you can do it. And then end of the day, we'll pick hopefully the right guys to do it.